Welcome back. Well, as we told you earlier in the newscast, there's a new development in a story CBC News broke about the Miracle Channel. That's a religious television station based in Alberta. Earlier this fall, we were the first to tell you about questions surrounding the channel's fundraising methods that included promises of miracles for money. In one of the most controversial examples, an on-air host told viewers to cash in their registered retirement savings for donations.
There's somebody right now watching, and God is speaking to them about RRSPs. They've got RRSPs, and they've got a sizable amount, and it's a security thing. Well, it's not a security thing. Your security is in God, and God's speaking to you to cash those in. I dare you to do it.
Tim Tebow is an ordained minister in Humboldt. He gave more than $1,000 to the Miracle Channel. He complained to Canada's broadcast regulator, the CRTC, about the channel's tactics. The agency found the station breached ethics guidelines, and the channel says it's taken steps to address the concerns. Now, the Miracle Channel, which is carried across the country on cable, wants to expand its viewership. It's applied to set up transmitters in Calgary and Edmonton so it can broadcast over the air for free. Hearings are underway in Calgary, and the CRTC will look into whether the channel has changed its ways. Well, joining us to talk more about this is Tim Tebow. He's in Saskatoon. Mr. Tebow, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you.
Now, let me ask you, has the Miracle Channel cleaned up its act?
No, actually, they have responded to my complaints, but they've been very inappropriate in their response, very generic. And as recently as last week, they had another fundraiser. And in that fundraiser, they again exaggerated the positive results of responding, promising viewers great returns on their money, mortgages paid off within the year. Quite a number of different things. So I'll be submitting another complaint to the CRTC within the next week or two here.
I see. Now, what do you think of the Miracle Channel's request to set up transmitters in an attempt to reach more viewers?
I think as a broadcaster, they're doing what they intend to do. My concern there is the victimization or potential victimization of the viewers that they'll be reaching. These are people who currently receive the Miracle Channel. They get it via cable or satellite, and what they're going to be doing now is increasing their coverage into a market and taking advantage of people who cannot afford to purchase satellite or cable television.
Well, Mr. Tebow, you mentioned to me this is a time-consuming fight for you. Why do you continue to lead the fight against the Miracle Channel?
It would be because of the fact that we're involved in ministry, and I receive a number of telephone calls and emails on a regular basis from people who have been victimized by such organizations, religious abuse, and a lot of power-hungry people. And the people that we deal with are quite upset or quite hurt by this, some to the point of being suicidal. And it's a lifelong recovery process for some of these people, and some never actually do recover.
Well, Mr. Tebow, we will definitely continue to follow this story. Thank you very much for your thoughts today.
Thank you very much.
And just a final note on this story, the CRTC does not have the power to sanction broadcasters, although it can refuse to grant what the broadcaster is requesting. And it can pull a broadcaster's license, but that's considered a last option. We'll be following this story, and we'll let you know what the CRTC decides to do.